Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thanks very much for watching that earwax removal compilation video today. 3 patients in this compilation, so we've got real good ones in this one today. So this first patient here, you can see he's got this really soft, sticky, squishy kind of earwax going on. So we just got the standard sized Zollner tube in here. You can see it very, very wet because the patient has been using some wax softening drops just to loosen all this up a little bit. There are a lot of skin debris in here. Now, the reason you get some skin debris like this sometimes, when you've used a lot of softening drops, say a lot of olive oil, then what will happen is it will start to really over moisturize the skin and you get this top layer of skin just starting to peel away, and that's what's happened here. It does complicate the wax removal slightly because as you're trying to get a grip on the suction tube in the middle, the wax in the middle, the bits of skin get sucked into the suction tube and kind of block the suction tube a little bit. So I'm trying to grab the whole lot in one go here, and you can see it's just pulled some of that skin debris away here at the top. Now that's opened up the actual wax plug itself. So let's see if we can get a good grip on this bottom section. This is actually a little bit of skin. You can see it's got that kind of grey color to it. So we're just going to take that away. There we are. Just slow the video down so you can see this one coming away. There's that grey material we were talking about just underneath there as well. And we're going to go back in for our next section. Thank you very much for everyone who commented on our TV video. Your very lovely comments. Thank you so much. And to everyone who corrected me about what's involved in a schmore. Sorry guys, I got it wrong again. But yes, I am destined to try some. I will promise I will get the ingredients and give it a go because it does sound delicious. And I'll keep you posted when I've tried it later what it's like. So we're just getting these last couple of soft plugs out here as well. There we go. Let's just lift from the side. You can see how that skin's wrapped around this last plug here, which in this case has actually helped us out because it's kept it all bound together. So when we can see just how long that piece is, a little straggly little bit of skin at the back end there, which we're just going to take away. You can see how that's detached from the canal wall there on the right hand side. Let's just peel that off. So we've switched down to the fine end here. The reason we're doing that, we don't want any clarinetting. So if you've never come across that term in one of our videos before, it's where the skin vibrates up and down really quickly in the suction tube and causes that squeaky noise. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. So you can see a big difference. Patient hearing so much better. There's some big old chunks in this. We've got 3 centimeters, 1 5/16 of an inch if you want to be super precise. So you can see it's all this kind of chestnutty brown color. So it's been oxidized a little bit there as well, but not uncommon to get this really kind of sticky feel to that particular color wax. So this is our second patient in the compilation, and you can see in this this particular ear canal we have the soft wax again. A lot of our patients, the wax will look like this. Certainly the wax at the very front end, because this is where the patient's been using softening drops. We advise a bit of olive oil just before they come through, just a day or two before, and that's just going to help to loosen everything up a little bit. But you can see we've got this slightly tougher piece of wax here coming away. There we go, and let's take a look behind that. Now we've got a bigger plug. We can see a little gap there, a little sort of grey to the top left corner. That's a gap just above the wax here. A little bit of dry skin again there. Let's aim for that top corner. It's a little bit more solid, you can see here. As I put a grip on that with the suction tube, you can actually see little bits breaking off the front end. So let's try and keep this plug as a whole if we can. You can see I'm trying to move this, but it's so solid, and there is a little gap there, so there's a little bit of movement, but it's not really coming away very well. But because the gap is there, perfect for the Jobson horn. So let's pop this over the top. It's just broken the front end off this wax here. There we are. Let's take that little scoop out. Let's look behind that now. Let's see if we can get behind this next section. So you can see I'm just trying to creep over the top, drop down behind the wax and pull forwards as we drop this down as well. And that's going to scoop this whole thing. You can see the big plug of wax there coming away. Little tail at the end there as well. Let's take a look behind that. Well, still a little bit more. So this is kind of the ear that just keeps giving this one. You can see there's a little bit more further in. Very dark in color as well. You can actually see a little pool of olive oil. So the olive oil that actually managed to get behind this section as well is all pooled there at the bottom. Just slowing this down. Just giving a bit of a wiggle here. It's quite nestled into place, this one. You can see as I'm drawing this forwards, it really wants to hold on to the ear canal wall. Much softer wax lifting up. And there we go. Oh, it's just starting to move. You can see just how much wax was in this ear canal. And originally we thought this was going to be quite a small piece. It's actually a pretty big chunk of wax, this one. Very soft and squishy here at the entrance. Doesn't want to come out very easily. Difficult to give it a bit of a wiggle. That's all we're doing here, is moving the surface wax, but not actually moving the entire plug. So we're just trying to wiggle this out. There we go. Out that comes. Almost there. It's just got a little bit stuck here at the entrance to the canal. So let's see if we can bend it back around the corner. There we go. Out that comes. You can see that slightly smoother underside to this one, where it's been kind of wedged in that ear canal. I think there is a little bit more. Yes, there is. The back end just broke away off this wax. So we're getting to the end of this ear canal now. Let's see if we can get this last little bit out. There we go. Out that comes. We'll take a look behind that. So a pretty full ear canal, that one. So this is the eardrum as we finish. This is what it looked like when we started. You couldn't see any trace of the eardrum there at all, but looking lovely and clear at the end there. Patient hearing so much better. So this is what we removed. So you can see these big old pieces there. So we've got 4.5 centimeters, 1 3/4 of an inch. So a fair old amount of wax just in that one ear canal there. So stay tuned, guys. We've got one last ear wax removal to do. So we're just coming up on that any second now. There we go. So this is the last one. No, this was very, very different. Patient used a lot of softening drops here. You can see this wax is very mushy. It slopes up towards the eardrum at the back there. We can just about see the little bit of grey at the top there of the eardrum. And then this slope of very soft, sticky wax just in front of it. So we're going to go straight in here with the standard size ulnar tube. There we go. And just lifting from the side. Now as soon as we lift from the side, you could see all that level of skin that's just been sticking to the side of the canal wall there. So let's get rid of that first of all. Just use the fine end to do that. Stop that clarineting, or certainly reduce it. Doesn't always stop it completely, but it certainly will reduce it. And then we're going to get a grip now. You can see as I'm going in, it's pulling this skin from the side of the canal here. So I'm trying to bunch the wax and the skin together so it doesn't cause too much clarineting here. And then we're just going to lift and bring this forward. Very sticky, squishy, thick skin plug, this one, with some wax in the center of it. So out that comes. Now let's take a look behind this now. You can see now we've cleared the majority of the ear canal. We can see the eardrum. Patient hearing, instantly hearing better. Now we just need to get rid of some of this looser skin from the entrance to the canal. So we've just got the fine end in here, and we're just teasing this excess skin. Now we said earlier on the video, the reason that this is here is because that patient's been using a lot of softening drops. They've really been flooding their ear canal with this olive oil, and that's caused the wax to go very mushy, but it's also caused this skin to detach from the canal wall. So let's take a look further back. So we've got this strip of wax just in a little recess in front of the eardrum. So we're just going to take that away now. This is the fine end on here again. Very slowly working down. Now there will be a little bump just underneath that piece of wax there, so we're going very cautious here, just hovering above the wax, sucking it up to the tube rather than sort of pressing into it. There we are. We're just going to work around the outside edge. We can start to see it coming away really, really well. We can see the majority of the eardrum here. There we go. And just taking a little bit here from this right hand side. Now watch as we start to pull this away. What you'll see when it does start to move is there was a lot hiding down in the recess. Now, there we are. You can see it all just starting to pull away there. Look how this is lifting out. Keep an eye on the bottom right corner. Look at all that coming away. So there was a lot hidden down in that recess today. Let's bring that up. A little bit of dead skin there and a little bit more wax. Tiny little bit more. There we go. So that's gone. And we'll go back in now. Oh, it's just one. You can see it's difficult here. Almost a little bit of chopstick in there, which just where the suction tube was just passed over the top of the endoscope. But we'll just get these last couple of pieces out. There we go. Looking a lot better. So this is what it looked like when the patient first came in. and this is what it looks like now. So you can see a big difference there. So this is what we removed. We've got 2.5 centimeters, an inch bang on for that one. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did voicing it over. I shall see you again on Wednesday, but as always, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye everyone.